YouTube?
Jamar.
What's going on YouTube?
Washington.
This is boy, Jamar here once again. Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Momma Dee here once again, and we are finally done with this season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Now we still have to watch this reunion, which is probably going to be the best part of this whole shit. But at least when the shit went off, it didn't say next time on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Because I swear, if this shit went on again, I was going to be like, look now, bitch, Mo, now I'm over it. Now I'm actually ready for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, because Hollywood is starting to overshadow Atlanta a little bit, just as far as being interesting, which is a shame, because you know how much we love Atlanta, but it's just gotten so tired. The things in Atlanta, the storylines have just gotten so wore out. They're just running out of shit to do at this point. So, well, I'll be looking forward to Hollywood, but we'll go ahead and get started with this Love and Hip Hop Atlanta one. So we start with Arian meeting up with K. Michelle, trying to talk about this listening party. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's great for you. You want to do this music. Let's go ahead and do it. And I'm like, K. Michelle, she's like, okay, well, how many songs do you have? You know, 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. What you got? She like, I got 1.5 songs. I'm like, you got a what? How are you gonna have a listening full party with one song? How are you gonna do that? One song is generally 3.5 minutes. I mean, are you gonna keep the song on a loop? Or, like, I feel like if you're gonna have a listening party, bitch, nothing to get you trying to, be excited about your craft, that's great. But if you're trying to do a listening party, only having one song isn't enough to get people together just to do. I mean, people gonna get together to drink, party, I guess, for whatever reason. But just one, girl. Okay. But she says that she also, K. Michelle says that she can't make it, but she wants to extend the offer to Joseline. Now, I don't know if she made it clear as to what her motives were as to inviting Joseline, because K. Michelle knows how messy Joseline is, and she knows how Joseline's relationships with every other female member on this cast is right about now. So I don't know if she just did that to be messy one last time before the season is over. But either way it goes, Arian is like, I guess. And I'm like, but why? Why would you... You know that what she has with Mimi and all the rest of the girls that you know are going in to support you. Why would you extend this invitation to Joseline on behalf of K. Michelle? I mean, I guess K. Michelle is your friend or whatever, even though she did leave you at the curb. But I would just be like, look, I love you, girl, but if you ain't coming, I'm not gonna invite this bitch either. Just no. She would have had to be like, no, like, fuck that. No, I'm not about to invite this bitch. She already called me. Did y'all remember when Joseline called Arian a fake ass hoe at the reunion? Was it last week? Was it last year? Or the year before? I can't remember. But y'all know what I'm talking about. That's the year that Joseline just went off and just fought everybody on the damn stage. And so I'm like, why would you invite this hoe, regardless of what K. Michelle had to say? It'd just be like, look, girl, I love you. Thank you for the inspiration, but no, that ain't gonna go down. Next, we get to this Momma Dee shit where she comes and Rashida's having this whole thing outside barbecue where, the daughter's performing and everybody's having fun, this, that, and the fourth. Okay, cool. Ernest and, what is her name? Charlene, I'm pretty sure that's her name. They get together, they have the barbecue with Scrap, and they're talking about, the issue that she had with Momma Dee, and then Momma Dee actually shows up and asked him to read her will and testament out loud. Now, I knew from then on this was about to be some messy bullshit. I already knew, and I was ready for it. Basically, she's leaving everything to her children, and the only thing she's leaving to her spouse is $1. And then, to further push the level of petty that Momma Dee wanted to be on today, she had that $1 bill laminated and mounted it like a glass and laid it right there on the table and threw up the deuces. I was like, see, this is a whole new level of petty. I'm hoping that she doesn't have a legit contract and will and testament that says that this man only gets $1, and they're gonna be like, don't spend it all in one place, bitch. Ernest was like, well, I will just be damned. And next we see Joseline and Stevie do this whole, I don't know what this was. This scene was very strange. I was kind of confused as to what the hell was going on. They meet up again. Joseline is, of course, in lingerie, as she always is. But she's trying to, Stevie's trying to get clarification on what this whole baby thing was about. This picture, which still to me isn't a big deal. But the picture and, all this stuff, like, she's trying to figure out, like, why are you doing all this stuff? And Joseline is somewhere in La La Land. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, she just doesn't hear what the person's saying. She's just doing her own thing. And she starts plucking petals, saying, you got 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, 7, 8 kids. And I'm just like, bitch, what are you doing? What are you accomplishing here with this? I'm not following your, path of logic. The hell? Oh, the damn dog. Anyway, and Stevie's just kind of like, look, all right, I'm done. He's like, that's just the last straw. This bitch is talking crazy at this point. I'm done. So he gets up. They call each other bitches and hoes and sluts back and forth. I'm just like, okay. All right. Next, we get to see Momma Dee doing her performance in that order. Because, last when we first heard that song, like, my TV or my cable had skipped or something, and I couldn't really hear her say the verse part. She was like, I do my lips, my eyes, I can't forget my edges. I'm like, girl, you wear wigs. Of course you ain't gonna have no edges, bitch. But it was just like, I ain't gonna lie, I was doing like a little I ain't even gonna lie, this shit was cute. These little songs that Momma Dee be coming out with, they be jokes at first and they be making me laugh, but they be cute on the low. On the lowest of keys, they be cute. But she's doing a performance, and Scrappy, is trying to get her on board and, let young Jock know what he's about to do with Bambi. He's about to do his proposal. And she over here talking about some, have you fucked Betty Idol yet? And he's like, bitch, what? Hell no, he ain't about to be fucking with nobody's Betty Idol. Don't nobody want to deal with that bitch. And speaking of, I'm gonna go ahead and let this one out, because, like, what's today, the 26th? 5 or 6 days ago, I noticed that Betty Idol had followed me on Twitter. She ain't following me now, because I guess she realized who I was. And I'm like, there's no way. It had the verified check mark and everything. So I'm like, there's no way that she just found me, thought I was funny, and then just followed. Because every episode, maybe she saw one that she wasn't in, because I've been reading the fuck out of her all season long. So I know I was confused. I mean, she's not following me now, so maybe she just kind of realized it, or maybe it was a, Twitter hack thing. Who knows? But I was just like, there's no way the Betty Idol just found me by chance and thought I was nice to her and followed me. So I just thought that was an interesting little tidbit story. But anywho, moving on from that. Tierra and KK do this party thing. They, they're what are they? Cordial? Yeah, that's the word. So they're cordial now, and in walks in Jay Nix, and apparently KK feels some type of a way, because she's like, I don't want anybody, no boyfriends, and nothing, this, that, and the fourth here, and all this other stuff. And at first I'm like, bitch, you tried it? But at the same time, I'm like, I mean, family only, I guess. I don't know. I was whatever. And then she tried to say, girl, you could do better. I think he's ugly, child. I was like, okay, well, girl, I just don't think KK is the one to judge outer appearances. But, it was nice for, King to have, his family, his mom and his grandma getting along. And it was a tearjerker when, Tierra called Scrap, or he called them on the phone, however they got connected. And, he wished him a happy birthday, and the kid started crying. It is sad that, well, how old is he? 3, 4, 5? 5. Or just turns it some way up in there where it's like those memories of your parents are just being like formed and really foundated. So he's, missing his dad, and it's sad to see because those are important years for you to be a part of your child's life. But when you do dumb shit, damn it, you face those consequences. So it is what it is. And oh my God, here we go again with Stevie J and Mimi. Stevie J, oh, Joseline's crazy. I can't believe it. I'm done with her. Mimi says, oh, you've said this before. How am I supposed to believe you now? You play all these games. Stevie says, but I love you, Bob. We're going to do this for our daughter, Eva. Mimi says, how am I going to believe you, Stevie? You do this, that, and the fourth. You hurt me. How could you hurt her? And here we go back and forth to this bullshit again. I'm like, are you going to fuck or no? Okay? Are you going to be with this man again or no? Hopefully not. And it looks like she's not. However, I just can't help but feel like she's going to suck his dick a time or two. I just can't. Because she's just still so giddy. And I mean, I understand that you probably love this man. And you've even gone so far as to dabble in coochie to get over him. But, and we still haven't seen whoever she's supposedly dating again. That's another woman. But, Mimi, there's nothing more I can say. I've said it. My other fellow YouTubers have said it. There's just nothing more we can say to you other than just get together. Because I don't understand what your thing is with Stevie. I mean, I guess you want to co-parent, but you don't have to. Whatever. I don't know what more to give Mimi. I don't have any more words. I don't. So Scrappy finally gets all the friends and family together, you guys, and he wants to, make this whole big thing. And honestly, if I was Bambi, I would have known what the deal was right away. Like, okay, all of my friends and family are showing up one by one in this big, grand setting. And this man is talking about, trying to prove himself to me. I think she knew. Well, I mean, she probably knew because that's what the script said in the table reading of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But, I think she knew that she was about to get proposed to and shit. And then, especially when her parents came. And I'm the only one that probably noticed this because if you blinked, you missed it. When Bambi went over to hug her parents, her shorts fell a little too... they were a little too high, so you saw like a little under ass cheek that didn't look very flat. It was just like a little, that fold of cheek from where the leg meets the ass cheek, and it was kind of like a fold of skin over that, and the shorts were a little too high to cover that, and I was just like, but she's getting engaged. It's her moment. I'm gonna let her have that. So the scrap says, do I have my permission? Looking at the mom and the dad and whatever. And she says, I have my blessing. And so he proposed. And she said yes. And everybody clapped. And it was all good and cute. And I'm just like, okay, well, bravo for them. And I saw somebody on the internet who ain't shit, who was posted a meme of Bucky from however many seasons ago. 2, 3 seasons ago? Actually, I don't remember. But, how she was so gung-ho for Scrap at the time, and she just over there looking pressed and mad and shit in this meme on Instagram. I'm like, y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. But, let's see. Next we get to Tommy, child. I guess it makes sense. Tommy's had a hard life. Tommy just is not stable emotionally, probably mentally either. And just needs more professional help than Mona Scott hired therapy. Like, she needs Dr. Phil. She needs Iyanla. Somebody needs to just go in and just make magic, because homegirl has just been, since she didn't have a good relationship with her father went off to jail. They never got, in the 1 year that he was free, he got killed. She got moved from group home to group home. She had a baby. I'm like, God damn, girl. she's like well, I don't know if she's the oldest, but she's like one of 7 kids raised around mostly boys. And it was just, good Lord. It just made it seem like she was just having a hard knock life in this whole. It's just like, that's why she has, like, I guess all this pent up anger and just anguish about men because of her father. I don't know. It just, oof. I'm just like, girl, you need more than just whatever Mona's paying this lady to sit in as a therapist. You need more than that, okay? Because you got some real issues, okay? And hopefully they let you go to this reunion, because I want to see her and Joseline fight. Because I think she's going to be the only one I can imagine that can really give Joseline a run for her money. And I really want to see that. So, yeah. Now we get to this party that Arian had. This listening party for this one song. And they get there. And the song is not terrible. It wasn't terrible. I was actually like, okay. All right, you know what I'm saying? Okay, bitch, you got a little something going on here. I ain't even too much mad at it. But in comes Joseline and Dawn. Now, you could already tell from the dough that Joseline was not here for anything going on at this party. So Arian, she could have just left her over at the bar. She could have just left her there, but she insisted on going and speaking. And you know what? She even could have just spoke, and went back to the place, but she said, do you want to come over and say hi? And it's like, oh hell, why did she do that? Because before then, everybody was congratulating her on the song, how well she did, this, that, and the fourth. And then when Joseline come over, everybody's looking like, you know, just like over it. And she's like, what happened to this? You know, why everybody all stuck up? Like, look. And Joseline, what did she say? No, I think Mimi was like, I was just fine. And then here go Joseline, open her mouth. Like, well, I bet you was fine, you fake ass bitch. And then it just went on from there, child. You know, then it was bitch, slut, whore, back and forth. There was drinks thrown at Mimi. Then Mimi got up on the couch and then trying to get to Joseline. So I'm not going nowhere, or I'm not going nowhere either, bitch. And it was just, child. And then Arian over there in the damn corner crying and shit. I'm just like, well, girl, if you didn't want this to happen, you shouldn't have brought the bitch to your event. Okay? This is all you're doing. This is no fault but your own. All right? And Mimi even had to check her and be like, bitch, look, don't be sitting over here boo-hooing and shit. You knew this bitch was hostile. And you knew this bitch's relationship with everybody that's in this room. So I don't even want to hear your little crocodile tears and shit. You brought this on yourself. Okay? And lastly, you know, when they do this whole pan thing and everybody doing something that makes them happy to end off the season and shit, the one that I was just kind of like, really? Was Tiara pregnant? And then she trying to allude like she don't know who the daddy is? I mean, as far as we know, there's only one, well, I guess it could be 2. That you've been fucking. It depends on how long you've been pregnant. Because if you've been pregnant while you and Scrappy still fucking, then I guess it could be his. Or is it going to be Jay Nick's baby, and then you and Scrap, who are friends, are going to share the same baby mama? That would be weird. 2 friends share the same baby mama? Oh my God. That would be interesting. That's a storyline for that ass. I don't know if it's worth the whole season worth, but well, Scrap and them ain't coming back no way, so it don't even matter. But anyways, that's it for Love and Hip Hop, y'all. I'm so glad that this shit is over. And I'm actually about to record one for the Washington Post right after this. So if you guys are checking this out, make sure you guys check that one out as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Like, share, subscribe.
Washington.